Hey guys, this is Dan French. You know me from Loan to Keys on my YouTube channel. Also, I'm a local loan officer here in Las Vegas. Wanted to give you guys a quick update on what's going on with the mortgage market here in Las Vegas. Also, the housing market. We're going to give you some news on that. You know, you look at last week, we saw rates unchanged, and that's good news. Over the course of October, for every week, we saw that rates were going up, and this really stopped the bleeding last week. A lot of it is because investors took their money out of the stock market, even though they put it into the bond market. It didn't lower rates, but it also didn't increase rates. And the yield on those bonds is really what enticed investors to do this last week. You look at what's going on with the progress of trade talks. You look at U.S. and China, that's progressing in a positive direction. You look at Brexit in Europe, that's positive, and that's going in a good direction. You also look at corporate earnings and also the economic data we see. Unfortunately, that's positive too. That does have a negative impact on interest rates. So everyone out there is looking, well, what's happening next week with the Fed and what are they planning to do? Well, they're probably going to cut this about 1/4 of a point again. Now, let's talk about that. What does that do? It lowers the amount of interest on what you look for student loans, car loans. Those are being cut. Those are short-term bonds. Now, it does not have an impact on mortgage rates. That's a long-term investment, long-term bond. And so what happens is you look at economic data, you look at really as globally, you look at what's going on in the world, that has a negative impact or positive impact on rates. And so we want to continue to pay attention to this. We have ADP coming out next week. We have the jobs report. We have quarterly earnings that's coming out. All of these things have a big impact, including the Fed's meeting on what's going to happen if they're going to, with monetary policy, if they're going to either cut the Fed's fund rate. And I do think they will. So all of these things are really something to pay attention to. Now, people out there looking to refinance still, it's still a good opportunity. We're looking at 3.5% to 4% in interest rates. And, you know, this is still great, guys. I know a lot of people are still coming to me. They got into a house, you know, six months, maybe 12 months ago, and they're coming just to do an FHA streamline or a VA IRRRL streamline. A lot of opportunity out there. So if you guys have any questions, please subscribe to my news channel. Also, contact me directly. We're going to put these videos out every week. This is Dan French with Guaranteed Rate, and we'll talk to you at the next video.